Just make sure that's where you need it. And remember, you want to, everything's all set and where you need it first. And you're going to press the brake before you shift into reverse.
Okay.
And you're going to, as you go, right before you actually start moving, you glance at your mirrors so you know there's no one that's wandered into your blind spots.
Yeah.
We know the parking lot's empty, but this is practice for when it's not.
That's not quite what I want for reachability.
Brake. You're a little bit back still. I put it all the way back for me. I got long legs, so yeah, you probably need to move a little more forward. All right.
That's
So
better.
to press the brake and put it in reverse, but don't go until you've looked everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like that's good. Your mirrors, because those help cover the blind spots somewhat. All right, and then you would start turning almost right as you start moving, but not severely, because you have a good amount of room to turn. Since I didn't I didn't kitty corner us.
Yeah.
There's like, you turn as you go. You'll learn to time it, like the speed you're going with how quickly you need to turn, kind of thing, comes with practice. And then you depress the brake when you know you've come out far enough to correct and go forward. Yep, nice and easy. This one's a bigger, because you can go all the way around the building. This is a little more.
Yeah.
Straighten out. Yeah. There you go. It's a lot easier to practice when you don't have to worry about bumping or nicking other cars.
Yeah.
But still, don't go too fast. You got to get more comfortable with it first. So you turn left to go through the rest of the parking lot instead of going on the main road. Yeah. Good. I only went in that way because that's where the main road leads.
Yeah.
But you have this side can turn around the whole building too. There's the main entrance.
It's growling at me, but I'm just gently pressing it.
Yeah, that's just you using the engine.
Okay.
Normal. We have no music on, so you'll hear the lower tones without music. So yeah, adjust as you turn appropriately so we don't go into the ditch.
Yeah.
There we go. It's a little more narrow here, so it's a little more important. It's a fire lane, which is why it says no parking.
Yeah.
And not too fast because it's going to take this corner too.
Yes.
Assuming there's cars in those empty spots, you wouldn't want to go too fast because you might not turn soon enough. Good. Pretty good. And then your choice as to the parking challenge of picking a spot anywhere to practice parking into. Alright, you readjust. When you put it in reverse, you'll get a glimpse at where you're at and where you need to adjust.
Okay.
Not horrible, but you gotta, it shows you where to turn the wheel too on this. You turn it this way to get that to line up. Because you know you want to go this way a little, and then do this way, and then that, and then you can straighten it out. See there? Like a little snake. Out, and then in. Still a little tight to the right, but you have to go out a bit more than that to actually straighten out. You want to go back.
Yeah.
It's alright, you just touched it, and you touched it with the tread, so it's not going to blow it up. Sidewalls are the only thing that's like can't handle it at all.
Yeah.
Alright, so go a little further, but start to correct as you go back. No, the other way. There you go. Yeah, the other way. See what I mean? And then wait a little more, but correct a little more. Now stop. See, now you're going to go blind because you're going to put it in drive, and you're going to steer a little more in. You know what I mean? A little like this.
So,
because you want to go over here, right?
yeah.
So try to use your brain in geometry.
I just keep forgetting how far I've turned the wheel.
Well, this is what shows you that here. Until you put it into drive, you can still see that. It's lined up perfectly right now. So if you want to go a little bit to the right as you go in, then you'll want it to be like
that's cool.
a little to the right. The yellow is where you're steering. The other lines are where your wheels are.
Oh.
That's what helps me correct when I know I'm a little off on the parking spot. So you want a little bit to the left so that you can adjust as you go in. Yeah. And so you'll slowly let it go in by putting it in drive, and then just correct after you actually get going a little. Now correct. As, not stop and do, but as. That's the trick, though, is learning to do those things simultaneously. See, now you put it in reverse and check your progress. See, you've managed to go most of the way in, and you created some space where there wasn't any. So now you're probably over the line a little. Oh no, you're just up against it. So yes, that's successful parking. It's just one of those situations where the person who's on this side of us, if they come out from shopping while we're in the store, they'll be cursing at us.
Yeah.
Because especially if they're big like me, they'll be like, God damn it, I can't get in without bumping your car.
Yeah.
But you're technically in the lines. You're just right up on it.
Yeah. It's better than being wonky.
Yeah, well, it's better than doing that 5 times and still being diagonal.
Yeah.
Like some people that you see in the parking lot, some people don't bother trying. Like if I have room and the time, I'll correct every time because I don't like being the one that annoys people. All right, so what do you think? You want to take another circle around or something? See? Doesn't hurt to get a little more practice. Take a careful loop around and back out. Choose your direction. There's no one here. You could go the other direction is what I'm saying. If like you don't want to practice everything turning one way only. It might be a little weird. Yeah, that's it, engaging and disengaging. By the way, you know, your brake allowing you to shift. Yeah, now you want to straighten that. You want to line those up at first. Because and decide what direction you want to go, because that dictates where you're going to turn your wheel from the neutral position. Just whichever direction you want to go, turn the wheel the other way. What backing up is basically. And yep, that's good. Nice and easy. Same as you did before, just the other direction. We'll go to Zillow online later and see. Start putting in the stuff if you can find it, or you need to tomorrow morning call your eye doctor and get a copy.
Yeah.
Because you need those numbers to order the glasses.
Yeah.
But you may feel even more confident and feel a little better about this when you have correct prescriptions.
Yeah.
That are actually flat in front of your eyeballs instead of angled all the time.
Yeah. All
right, so you want to take this right. As you get to it, I'm just letting you.
Oh, it's a designated smoking area.
Oh, that's why. So they gave. Yeah, that's smart. It's a fire law distance from the building, like our building. Except they just tell you to go to the dumpster. They're like, you want to smoke? Be the trash. Hang out with the garbage. Yeah. Instead of shaming you, they give you a little booth here. Except in the winter, I remember that from working a building that was like that. They hated it, and I had to catch them and tell them to get outside because they didn't like smoking outside when it's freezing. Yeah. They're like, yeah, no kidding. Maybe you just don't.
Yeah.
They pick a spot, or you can go around there and pick a spot on that front spot where we started somewhere. Yeah. And there's a bus stop right in front of it too, which is nice for people.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you've got appointments, it's great that there's a spot that stops right there. It was a little hard.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do it that hard.
Are you gonna park? I'm saying might as well practice one more parking somewhere.
Why is it? I need to press it slower.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's all. It's a fine motor thing that you learn as you practice. You just got to get easier with it. Easier with the gas and the brake. Because that is the danger when we're with other cars on the road, is even the brake, you can cause an accident by pushing it too hard suddenly. Other people may not realize you're going to do that, and they could rear end you. You're doing good. Just keep it tight. You're doing great. See, lining up that with that means you're more likely to actually get right in the spot. A little tighter, maybe?
Oh, this is as tight as I can
Okay,
go.
then you're doing good. Then you're fine. I think you'll be fine.
Is this slow?
You go a little more.
Come on, give me some gas.
A little bit. Just touch
There we
it.
go.
Yeah. And then, not yet, but you'll start straightening out soon. But you want to wait till this gets a little bit past that left back tire.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's going to go across the line and back in. And then you straighten. There you go. See, and then you were able to give it the little bit distance that without having to do a second try. Good. Yeah. All right. You're farther than you need to. So you want to go straight back, or yeah, then there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll get better with practice. This is pretty good for out of the blue. You're still getting it between the lines. You're just close to one side or the other. So it's not bad, right?
Yeah.
It's a good start.